Hi, everybody. We are in chapter 4 in Word. So, Word chapter 4. And this is the chapter walkthrough. So, it's me walking through the SIMbook training. Um, you're welcome to use this video as you're doing your own SIMbook training. You can use it and pause and do it step by step with me. Or I kind of go through it real fast. So, the pause button is going to be your best friend. Please read. I am not going to read the chapter out loud to you. I am going to hit a couple of high points, make a couple of pointers, and then I'm going to go through the let me tries. So, chapter 4 is about using tables, columns, and graphics. Um, Again, as a reminder, the pause and practices do appear. You're doing those on your own. I'm not grading them. If you want to do them in practice, please do so. I'm not grading them though, so keep that in mind. All right, creating and editing tables. Now, I actually add a lot of tables in Word documents. Um, I haven't gone through this yet, so y'all are getting it raw with me. Let's see if I can knock out let me try. It says insert a 3 by 7 table. So what does it say? Insert. Insert a table that's 3 by 7. Great, let's keep going. Again, if that was too fast for you, please rewind and pause and do it with me. Also, if adding tables is new for you, I would pause this video and I would go back and do the show me first, and then I would jump to the guide me and then the let me try. Um, all of these tools are there for you. So keep scrolling down. Um, So there is, when you have a table, an extra tab at the top of your screen will pop up. And sometimes an extra 2 tabs, and I'll show you that in just a minute. So table layout is one of them. Let's go through the show me on this one. Click the play button to start.
To add rows or columns to a table, place your pointer on the left outside edge of a row or top outside edge of a column to display the Insert Row or Column control. Click the Insert control to add a row or column.
Great, let's go do that. So add a row between the second row communication and the third row integrity. So if you move your mouse, that little plus will pop up. Click it and it adds a blank row. Great, let's keep going. There's another one. Merging cells. Now this is something oddly I use quite a bit. So it says merge the cells in the first row of the table. So first things first, you have to highlight it. So they already have this one highlighted for me. So table design or table layout. Merge cells. Again, a while ago in the video, I said when you insert a table, all of a sudden you have extra tabs at the top. Here they are. Merge cells. Great, I did it. And it makes it one big cell. Let me back up and say, no, I'll say this in a minute. Sorry. Ignore me. All right. Delete columns and rows. So you've got this table made and you're like, man, that's too many columns or something. Delete the blank column on the right side of this table. So it's already highlighted. If yours is not highlighted, please do so. Layout, delete, delete, delete the blank column. Make sure you're selecting the right one. Delete the column. Great. We can scroll to the next page. Arranging text in tables. So in the same way that you can in the regular part of the document, you can format the stuff, format the cells too, I mean. Change the width of the second column to 2 inches. So it's already highlighted. If yours is not highlighted, please do so. So let's go to table design. Nope, layout, height. So width, it says, is 1.9. Let's change that to 2. Great, close. Let's keep going. Auto fit a table. I don't use auto fit. Let's see if I can knock this out. Resize the columns in the selected table to automatically fit the contents of the table. Layout. Auto fit. Auto-fit the contents. Okay. Auto-fit the contents, auto-fit the contents. Done. Bam. All right, distribute rows and columns. Let's go to the let me try. Again, I do kind of go through it a little bit fast, so make sure that you're pausing. If you're working with me, pause and then go back and do it again and pause and watch it one more time, however many times you need to. Also, the show me videos are fantastic, so please use those also. Distribute the columns of the table so that they are the exact same width. Distribute the columns. Great. We did that. You know, a lot of times in Word, it's about finding where the button is. Most of the time, they're labeled in a way that makes sense, but sometimes they're not. Cell margins. In addition to being able to change the alignment in cells, you can also adjust cell margins, just like the margins on the outside of a Word document. The cells have a table. They have a top, bottom, left, and right margins. Cell margins can add space around text within a cell. So here's kind of the steps, and we're going to sort all of that. I might need to go back and do a show me on this one. Sort the columns in this table by column 1. Sort the columns in this table by column 1 by text type using paragraphs in ascending order. Let's do a show hint on this one. Sort the columns in this table by column 1 by text type using paragraphs. Hint. Click the table layout tab. Click the sort button. Sort. Select column 1 in the sort. Hang on, I gotta move my camera. Select column 1 in the sort by drop-down menu. Column 1. Select text in the type drop-down menu. And select paragraphs in the using drop-down menu. Select ascending ratio button and then click OK. Bam, we did it. Let's keep going. Pause and practice. Again, these are for your benefit, but I'm not grading them. Formatting and editing tables. We can make them pretty, basically. So let's start working on applying borders and shading. Open the borders and shading dialog box and create a custom border with black text 1. Let's show a hint. Click the Table Design tab and click the Borders button. Select Borders and Shading from the drop-down list. Borders and Shading. Click Custom in the setting area and click the Color drop-down list. Select Black Text 1. Black text 1. Remember, if you hold your mouse over the colors, they will give you their label. Black text 1. Select 1.5 point from the width drop. Oh, I already got that. And select the solid line, first line style in the list. In the style area, if it's not already selected, click the top button in the preview area. It's this one, border top, and then click the OK button. Got it. Good job. View grid lines, table shading, and table styles. There are some built-in styles into Word to where you don't have to manually select, black box 1, text 2, 30%. There are some built-in styles that we could use. Apply a table style and table style options. All right, so our table is highlighted. Open the Table Styles gallery. Here's the Table Styles gallery. And select Grid Table 5, Dark Accent 6. Grid table 1, grid table 2, grid table 3, grid table 6, grid table 5, dark, accent 6. Grid table 5, dark, accent 6. Bam, it changed it from blue to green. Insert a formula in a table. Ooh, we're getting in there now. Insert a formula into the table. How to convert text in a table is next. Let's keep scrolling. Pause and practice. Again, for you, I'm not grading them. Using columns. Change the document to a 2-column layout. Let's show the hint on this one. Hit the Layout tab, click the Columns button, and select 2. And it moved it into 2 columns. Customize columns. Let's insert a column break. Let's see. Insert a column break in front of the Why I Am a Real Estate Agent right here. Let's show a hint. Click the Layout tab and click the Breaks and click the column. And it moved that bottom portion to the top of the next column. Great job. Let's keep plugging away. Again, if I'm moving too fast, and I know I'm moving fast, hit the pause button so you can work with me. Here's your next pause and practice. These are always good to do. Use them on your own. I'm just not grading them. Working with pictures. You can add all kinds of pictures into Word documents. Insert. So it says below the table. You'll notice that it's already flashing down there. So my cursor has already been moved down there. So we're going to insert. I think we're inserting a picture. Type it in. Click the pictures button, insert illustrations. Whoops. Insert pictures. Hang on, I missed something. Click the pictures button, insert illustrations, and then click this device. My bad, my bad. My bad. I didn't read the directions like I was supposed to. All right, and there's there's the picture of the logo. It popped up right there. Alt text. Alt text, alternative text, which is actually alt text, is used to describe a picture, table, or graphic object. So you don't see that usually in Word documents. Alt text is used by screen readers to provide an audio description of all the graphic for those with visual impairments. So there are friends of ours in class that actually use screen readers, and anytime that we upload a picture, regardless if it's in a PowerPoint slide or if it's my photo in in the first week in the faculty information, I posted my picture and I said, "Hi, here's who I am." I have to put alt text on that photo. That way, anyone using a screen reader who has visual impairments, it says this is a picture of April Hearn. It doesn't have to describe me necessarily, but it can, depending on the point. But otherwise, the screen reader will actually read a generic label that was the computer assigned. So it's like random letters and numbers that mean nothing. And so providing alt text helps with those using screen readers. Um, and so all the pictures um, that you'll find in our class actually will have alt text associated with them. Open the alt text pane and add the following alt text to the picture. So it's already highlighted. Let's see where that alt text pane is. Click the picture format, click alt text in the accessibility group, and type PHRE logo, and then click X, and it's automatically saved. Great. Let's keep knocking it out. Insert a stock image or an image online. All right, open the online pictures dialog. Click the Insert tab and click the Pictures button. Select Online Pictures. In the Online Pictures dialog, type for sale. Press Enter. Select the image of the red for sale sign in front of a white and brown house. Insert. Great. You can also resize the picture. So from the Picture Format tab, change the height of the image to 1.2. So we're going to change that. I changed it right here. It was 1.3 and I moved it to 1.2. Wrap text around a picture. So in Word, when you put a picture in, it screws up all the words that you've already got typed in there. But if you take the picture and you deal with the wrap text, which is a button called wrap text, you're telling it how many words and what to look like to wrap around the box of the photo itself. So change wrap text setting to square. Wrap text setting square. And it moved words down there. So it won't let words go all the way around the picture until you tell it that's okay. Position a picture. Insert a caption. Let's see what we can do here. Add a caption with the figure. Add a caption with the text figure 1, meeting your needs, to the image using all the default settings. Show hint. Right-click the clip art and choose Insert Caption. Type meeting your needs after figure 1. And there it labeled it at the bottom. I think we're at the end of that page. All right. Working with other graphic objects. We have shapes. Who doesn't love a good shape? Insert the speech bubble rectangle shape over the first quote in the second column. Click the Insert button. Click Shapes. And select Speech Bubble Rectangle in the callouts. Speech Bubble Rectangle. Click the first quote in the second column. There we go. Insert Smart Art. I do kind of like Smart Art. Add continuous block process Smart Art to the document. Insert Smart Art. Continuous block process. So it's probably in the process group. Continuous block. Basic process. Step up, step down, accent, continuous block. There it is. Okay. Click Next. Add the text 220 to the left box. So there's two ways to do this. You can click here and type 220. You can click here and type 220. 220 on the Smart Art graphic. Done. Oh, it needs a dash. There we go. Close. Done. Insert word art. Convert the text Emma Cavalli to a word art object. Select word art. Select the first option in the second row of the gallery. First option, second row. Got it. Insert an icon. Add the first icon of a house in the location category. Insert. I've lost where there is icon. Show hint. In the Insert tab, click the, oh, right here in front of me. In the Inserts dialog box, click the Location category. Click the first icon of a house. Click the first icon of a house. It's the sixth icon in the second row. And then click the Insert button. Got it. Good job. Insert a 3D model. Insert a 3D model of a watering can. It is the second option in the second row of the Tools category. Tools. It is the second option in the second row. Watering can. Click Insert. Bam. Change the 3D model to use the preset Above, Back, Left View. Click the More button in the 3D model view. Select the second option in the third row. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Above, back, left. There we go. Ooh, it turned it. Insert an online video. Insert a symbol or character. Same steps. All right, pause and practice, and we are done. There is a chapter summary that you can read, all the things that we learned about, multiple choice questions, on and on and on. I'm going to stop sharing. Don't continue to scroll. I mean, you can use all these exercises you want. There are multiple projects at the end of each chapter. Excuse me, I only pick one to grade though. I don't want you doing multiple projects thinking those are the ones you're getting for grade. So once you finish your chapter, stop. And if you're ready to go ahead and start your project, then go back to Blackboard and click the direct link for the project that we're assigned, because I don't want you to accidentally do the wrong one, and then it would not appear even for grading because it's not been officially assigned. So, all right. Great job, everybody. Always use that pause button anytime you need it. You can watch the video as much or as little as you need to. That's what it's here for. But you did great. Have a great week. Reach out if you have questions. Talk to you soon. Bye.